It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys, man. Today we're back with the Tournament Power Season 83. Best teams, you guys know. Rinse and repeat. Part 3 is coming up. So I know you guys want to, summon on that to see what Ultra gets revealed, or if you guys just want to save your CC for another unit. You guys know. Going to be back here with the some of the best teams that I think for this season, based off the S tier and Z tier, and what teams that we can build that's like really strong. And if you guys also have some teams that I don't really mention, comment down below like the setups you guys use, because there's a lot of teams that I don't mention. I know like Freezer Force is a really good team, and if you guys are able to make like the Z tier and make it to get to 1K CCs, drop down, comment down your teams as well. I would love to hear and see what other teams that you guys come up with that I'm not really mentioning in these type of videos as well. What would be greatly appreciated, So more knowledge from my TOP as well, so that'll be greatly appreciated. So other than that, with Tournament Power, focus on the stats, man. Z power your units to 14 stars, Arch boost, Friendship level 10. You wanna Zenkai your characters to Zenkai 7 if they're Zenkai's units, and then try to get Tournament Power equipments, man. Anything that helps with stats, do it, bro, because every little stat matters, and you just want to just have the great survivability. So let's get straight to it, to the first team. You guys know we're going to do it regen. And with regen, we're actually looking really good, regen. If you guys actually paid attention to the last video with the Tournament Power Season 82, we got 2 units that we use often as Z tier, which is absolutely insane. So let's go to regen here. And then we're going to start out with the Z tier characters. So we have both the yellow EX Piccolo and PJ Piccolo Jr. Z tier. That's like the first time. This is the first time I've seen Piccolo Jr. This guy is in Z tier? Are you kidding me? Like, this guy is absolutely going to go down next season. But he's in Z tier, so if you guys have him, use him. If you guys do rock your regen setup with the yellow EX Piccolo, I recommend using them. I mean, I already got 2 Z tier characters, so I'm absolutely getting the 100 mil, right? And then other than that, bro, like, I'm pretty much set. Like, I really don't care too much about the S and whoever. I already got 2 Z tier characters. That's already 40% boost. And then in the S tier, you have Omega. You also have this green first form cell. That's actually really nice. So if you guys don't use DKP free to play, this guy's also a really solid character. He heals, he gives debuffs. I really do like this character a lot. Not really too familiar with the OG green Piccolo here. I just think I rather prefer him a little bit more. He has debuffs and he heals himself, which is really nice. I'm not too familiar with this Legends Road Piccolo as well. But if you guys do need like a green, I mean, he's an S tier, I would highly recommend him. But I think I'm gonna stay with DKP, bro. I already got the S tier colors, I mean S tier numbers and stuff already. So I'm gonna rock with Omega Shenron. I'm gonna show you guys the other colors and stuff. But like I said, I use green DKP. First form cell is a great green as well. In terms of yellow, if you guys don't want to rock the EX Piccolo, I mean, you guys have this first form cell. That's really nice. The free to play cell is actually not bad as well. Zenkai DKP, he's okay. The only problem is he's more on the strike side instead of blast. And then in terms of the other yellows, you have like LF Piccolo that I like using because he Zenkai buffs this Piccolo, so that's why I like using them. But you gotta use them at the same. You gotta be in the same. They both gotta be in the main 6 to get that Zenkai buff. But whenever I do use them, it does kind of buff them in Zenkai buffs. In terms of Baby and Fat Boo, they're irreplaceable, and also Baby Zenkai buffs Omega Shenron, and then Green Boo Zenkai buffs DKP there. So that's really nice for that synergy. And then in terms of my purple, I always pick Super Boo. There isn't really the best purple. I think Regen has like one of the worst colors in terms of purple for this. You guys can use Purple 21, or you guys can use free to play Super Boo. Hopefully you guys have him 14 star. He's literally free. In terms of the red colors, if you guys don't have PJ, I think the next best red will probably be Zenkai Red Cooler. I do like him a ton. After that, it will be Red Boo Tanks. He's a blast base. He has high key recovery, so he usually always starts first. Also, you got like the red transforming cell, but I just don't know a lot of you guys have him. So if you guys don't have him, Then down here, I'll go with like red Omega or even red 21. In terms of the blues, let's go back to the S. Not really the biggest fan of any of those characters there. I'll go with blue Slug. I don't really know how I feel about these two blue characters. I don't know how they really perform. Me personally, I don't use them, so I don't really know how good they are in terms of the performance. Blue Tanks is really good. He's a Zenkai character. I've used them before. In terms of the greens, I already showed the greens. Yellows, already showed the yellows. Purples, already showed the purples. Reds, blues. Yeah, that's pretty much all the colors as well. So these are the characters I'm rocking. Is Baby in Fat Boo C tier? No, just only Baby. Yeah, I knew if Kid Boo was gonna be back in the C tier once he got the Zenkai. Fat Boo is what B. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be my setup there. I mean, this regen setup's gonna cook. Even if you have a red Piccolo or yellow Piccolo, just one of them, you should be fine as well. So next team I want to talk about is going to be there was a team that I actually want to talk about. Let's talk about GT, because I seen two GT characters, so I do want to mention GT. GT's also is getting the Zenkai Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He's getting a Zenkai, so that's gonna be pretty nice. With GT, we're gonna basically take these guys out. We're gonna keep Baby in there. In terms of their team, we take the Z tier look. The only one I will probably use will be Shin, but I'm not the biggest fan, so I'll probably just stick with the S. Right, we already got an S tier character, and then if you have Maju, I'll use them two as my S tiers, and then from that you kind of build them up. So you have Baby there healing. He's going to Zenkai buff Omega, which is nice. As my yellow, I don't have the Pan and Trunks, so I don't know what color. I don't know what tier they are. The Pan, Trunks, Gyro. I don't know what tier they are, but I do like Oob. I mean, supports, he heals. I think he's pretty nice in terms of the yellow for the team. If you don't have him, if you want to prefer someone else, then Super 17 is also not bad. He's actually really good. I actually prefer him over like these other characters. He actually buffs GT. I think he only does Saiyans off his Z ability, and then Nova. I rather prefer the Super 17 over Nova. So I usually put Oob here as well. And then as my main C tier characters, like this person that usually carries, you could definitely put one more C tier character. So I usually put like Green Goku around here, because green is kind of like the color that they're lacking in terms of GT. It's like either him or G4. I mean, you got the Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well, but I like having the Tags 4s as my main offensive carry unit if you need B. Now in terms of the B, out of all the purples here, I personally think they're more valuable than the Super Saiyan 4 Goku or the Purple 17, just because they give support, and then like look at the support, and then they heal their allies in range twice. Like, just really good, just a really good character for tournament power. So I usually like them as my purple. Since I pulled them now, if you have them at like red stars or higher, like 9 stars or higher, over these characters, over the 17 and the Goku, I'll put them over. I don't know how good they are at 6, but I recommend try to get them to 9 minimum. If not, then you guys can prefer order the Goku or the Super 17 there. Now next we got a yellow, we got a red. I'll probably say let's get a better offensive red, because I know that Oob's an EX character, so he's not gonna really. You're gonna want like a stronger red, just kind of like to back him up a little bit. So if you do want a stronger, wait, did I actually replace? Nope. Let's actually go here. Let's go to B. Red GT, Red Omega Shenron. I think he actually buffs GT. Red GT, so he's actually going to buff him. If you rock them together, he will Zenkai buff this guy. And then in terms of your last color, you could use a better yellow. You could use a better purple. The only problem is like more of the A tier spots is kind of lacking. We already kind of have a blue. You could add in another yellow in here with like Super 17 if you want. This last color is kind of like a free card. Either I'll go with yellow or purple. Maybe more on the yellow side, but you can also add purple. I'll probably say one of those two colors you probably want to add in there as well, and then you should be good to go. So either you go yellow route or you can go purple route. Usually Super 17, or you can go Forku, or you can go purple 17, GT 17 for the GT team. All right, next we're gonna switch teams here. There was a character in C tier. Was it androids? I think it was androids. Now there's actually two characters in Z tier that I like from the Android side of things. Either one, you can pick either one. I actually finally 14 starred this Cell Jr. here. So if you have him at like 9 stars or higher, guy's pretty good, bro. I mean, I believe he heals himself. He actually increases his damage. So if you have him at 9 stars or higher, I recommend him. I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna have this guy because he was like one of the first characters that ever released. He was like part of like that first batch of extreme characters. So he got a Zenkai as well. So either one of them you guys can use. Since I have him at 14, I'm gonna add him. But either one of them as your Z tier, can't go wrong with it. Next, let's go to Androids. S tiers, they actually got some good S tier characters. Now, maybe I should start focusing more on like a blast side of things. I think I seen one comment that was recommending more of like more focus on blast based than doing like blast and strike in a sense. So I like this green cell here. I think just the fact that you have these two characters, that's pretty much enough in terms of your boost characters. If you want to add another character here, you guys could add like green 18. You guys could do red 13, but like I said, he's more on the strike based side of things. But he would Zenkai buff. He was Zenkai buff to Cell Jr., right? Yeah, he was Zenkai buff to Cell Jr. red androids and everything. So let's go to the C tier. Me personally, if you do want to back up red for either the Cell Jr. or the red 17, I like rocking the tag droids a lot. I like the tag droids. They're just insane in this mode. Blast base. We could use another C tier. Now I want to go back to this, but let's go back here. Let's go back to the C. Let's actually go to the A tier. I do like adding this yellow cell in here. I believe he gives HP for the team, and then he also heals the team. He also gives damage inflicted to his allies, I believe, for androids. So there's more support there and healing on his side, and he gives HP. I think he's super valuable there. Next here, we have two reds, we have a green. In terms of a blue, since I probably might go with more of a blast side, which kind of makes sense how I kind of build my regen team, you could use Super 17 as your second C tier. I believe you should use 2 C tier characters, and then that's it. Don't try to use more than 2 C tier characters. So we have our blue. Now let's go to S tier. We don't really need an S. We can kind of build it more on the A's and B's. Now in terms of a purple, you can go here, add in purple 17, or you can go with purple 21 if you want to have more HP for the team. I mean, you already have 1 HP buffer, but if you want to go with more of the blast side of things, you can add him in there. So we have a solid purple, we have a decent green, we have, you know, our reds, we have our blues. So the color I probably would try to focus more on next would be yellow. I'll probably say you might want a little bit more offensive yellow, or just another yellow, a secondary yellow, and then maybe, because we need what, 2 more characters. Or you could go on the green side, or even, yeah, probably the green side or the blue side. You don't really need an extra blue, but in terms of yellow, if you want to add another yellow, this free-to-play 18 is actually pretty nuts. Depending on where you place her on the battlefield, she actually gives support damage, and she actually heals her allies as well. So just more healing for the team. She's also new, so hopefully you guys have her. Her event is still out, so I hope that you guys have her 14 stars. She's really good as well. Or you can go with the Zenkai cell. I know he's more on the strike-based side of things, but a Zenkai character, he heals himself every time he lands a card, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, heals himself and his gauge, so can't go wrong with that either. So either one of these, if you want to go with more of like support, healing, or you want to go more damage, either one of these two I actually kind of like for the yellow. You could actually go with this free-to-play cell here. In terms of other yellows, he's actually not bad. I mean, he heals himself, he increases his damage. I believe he came out this year as well. So you also have this yellow first form cell. And I mean, this one is cool. This cell is cool. I mean, he heals himself at the end of each turn, so that's not bad. They got some really good yellow blast base options. I believe he's blast base or support. He does more blast. But he does more strike. Oh, that's weird. But you have this guy here. You have this guy here. You have the free to play. You have the free to play 18. Then you have like Zenkai Cell. So depending on what yellow you want, you guys can add that there. And then as your last character, you might want to just put 17 there as your blue. So you have like a full color wheel. So you have red, yellow, green, blue. And as your last character, maybe a better green, but it's like she does what? She Zenkai buffs green androids. I don't know how good this Zenkai 16 is, and I don't have the new 16, so I have no clue how good he is as well. So I really don't know, but I'm not the biggest fan of what he can do. I know he's an S tier character, so I'll probably try to go with an A tier and see anybody maybe like Gamma 1, because he's blast based. Someone that does high damage. He has high key recovery, so not a bad green character there if you want to add. This last character you can kind of add whoever if you want. So probably more of a blast based android setup. I think I kind of like this a little bit more. If you also have her, she's actually pretty insane. But I know a lot of you guys might not have her because she's an EX character as your yellow, so she's also a really great option as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it with the blast based androids team. We got GT. Let's kind of build one more team. There was another team that I seen that I wanted to do. Was it Saiyans? Maybe Saiyans? Maybe. Or was it girls? I think it was girls. Girls. Yeah, I think it was girls. It was girls. Girls. Girls will probably be the last team I do with 4. Like I said, if you guys see any other teams that you guys be using and you guys be hitting like the high numbers and getting your 1K CC, let me comment down below. Like, let me know, because I wanna expand on my knowledge of the TOP and give you guys different variety of teams instead of the ones that I really feel confident with. So yeah, let's get over here with the girls. In terms of Z tier, I mean, you guys can pick one. There isn't one that like kind of like really sticks out. I mean, besides her, but I probably might want to go more of a blast based girls team. So girls has a lot of good S tier characters. I'll probably say the ones that I like the most. That's pretty solid. I think Launch is not bad because she heals herself and she gives support to her allies that's next to her. So I mean, that's really nice blast base as well. You also have the Zenkai Bulma here. It's crazy that they just dropped the blue free to play Bulma as well. I mean, that's cool. But yeah, adding her, she's a Zenkai character. Kind of does some damage. She's not really healing, but she does give support to her allies depending on the second turn. Oh yeah, and if she hits 70, she heals herself. But someone that's Zenkai high stats does more on the damage side. You can't go wrong with that. Then you have this green 18. Me personally, I like what she does, what she brings to the table. She heals, damage inflicted. She's a Zenkai character, so she has some decent stats. And then she gives HP to girls, so you can't go wrong with that as well. You can't go wrong with that. So I'm going to add her probably like this here for now. So those are the characters. You could add in green Chi-Chi. She's more of the strike side of things. If you want to add her, just to add her, and then she gets extra damage with full girls. So if you want to add her in there just because she's an S tier and a high damage, you could. But just know that most of the girls are going to be more blast based. So just want to reference that as well. In terms of the blue, I really do like this blue EX Kale. She's kind of like the EX Piccolos and all that, where she gives support and she heals her allies in range. It's not as good as healing as like Baby and EX Piccolo, but she gives healing. Can't go wrong with that. More healing, more sustainability, can't go wrong. So adding her in there is not that bad as well. Next, now in terms of launch, if you want to add in like a second, like a powerful red, you can never go wrong with adding. Like I said, he usually like the color, the character I like using is the Android 18 and 17. I have no clue what her ability does. And if there's Goku or another DB Saga, ooh, she might be pretty cracked too. That's actually that's actually a good ability right here. You just pair her up with DB Saga. I mean, girls have some decent DB Sagas. You can add her as your C tier. Dang, she's actually pretty good. But if I want to add in a red, I'll add in them. Kiawe. He always more on the strike side too, right? Yes, he's more strike side. Um, but she actually heals at the end of second term. She restores her allies' health by 1, which is actually pretty nuts. That's actually pretty cracked, actually. Um, you also can use Pan. Then after that, let's go to B. The only issue with girls is probably more the purple side of things. You could definitely use them. Like, they're just insane because they do this for allies. They're not restricted to like GT or anything. So if you want to have like a purple for the girls team, since I have them, I can actually use them. So you can add purple here. Then next, I'll probably see if we can get a good yellow. Now, the only issue I have with this 18 as the yellow is I believe she gives these supports to Majin Buu event and then girls. And then androids. So she won't be able to heal the other allies in range unless I have 4 event exclusive. And we don't have 4 event exclusive on this team. Do we have 4 androids characters? 4 androids. We only have 1 android here. We have 2 androids, 3. So that doesn't fit either. And then Cell, with a Cell Saga, we only have 3 Cell Sagas. So unfortunately, we do not fit that. We do not fit that what's name unless we kind of change it up where we can add maybe like purple 21 instead of this Bolo Vegeta here. Even though they don't really buff the girls, but the support and stuff that they do, I kind of favor them a little bit more. You could go here and try to like add in a 3rd android, a 4th android, but you gotta all use them all at the same time and everything. So it's a little iffy with her. It's a little iffy with her if you want to get that extra healing and stuff. You gotta get like 4 androids on the team if you want to switch it up and everything. In terms of the last character, you definitely want to add a yellow. I like her a ton, but I don't know if a lot of you guys are going to have her at 9 stars or higher. Not really the biggest fans of these ones here. Like, they're not bad, but I'd rather just go and probably like just rock her, for example, unfortunately. So if I was to build this team, you could maybe take out Green Chi-Chi, add her in there. See, you'll probably have to build, you'll probably have to force it in a sense. You'll probably have to do something like this. If you're really trying to get that four androids, you have to do this. Oh, this is difficult. And then, but she's an S tier character, so you don't want to leave her out, right? Or you take Launch out, but then, like I said, that's 2 S tier characters there. You actually have 3. Unless you want to take Launch out, because I don't know if Launch buffs girls. So if you want to take Launch out of there and just have this here, you add in, you have a green. See, that's the issue there. You don't want to take her out because you want another 3rd android. So you could take them out, and then you can add her here. And then you can do something where you take them out and add in like purple 21 just so you can get that extra little healing thing if she has 4 androids or event exclusive on the team. But you'll have to, it's real tricky. You have to like do like a modified girls team if you want to get that healing off. If not, if you don't really care too much about the healing, you feel like you have a lot of healing from all your other characters and stuff, then you can like take them out, add them in, and then you add like Launch on the team, and you do that type of setup in a sense. So yeah, I mean, the girls are interesting. I think the more on the blast side, they have just a little bit more on the stronger side on the blast, but you can't go wrong with Green Chi-Chi. And if you guys have a girl setup that's like full blast and everything, let me know. I can't really think of the last character that I want to add in here, but like I said, it's all kind of like wild cards. I guess if I was looking for this setup for me, I'll probably add in like a stronger purple, because this Bolo Vegeta only does it's only 6 stars. So something like that. You could add in one more C tier character. Me personally, like her, she's pretty insane. You really don't need her because you already have two solid purple, two solid blues. If you don't have Kale pretty high, then I could see you adding her as your second blue, and then you probably want to add in either another red or a purple. Yeah, red or a purple. They don't buff girls though, but I know they heal. But they don't buff girls, unfortunately. I don't want to. So, I mean, they do only androids. I know there was that free-to-play Kefla. She's blast base. No, but she's blast base, but she's more of a damage dealer, and she kind of want to be paired up for like uni reps. But you also got girls on there, girls in range, so she does like extra damage if you paired up on a girl setup. So you can add her as like another blast based purple for the girls. So yeah, let me know what you let me know what you guys think. This is a long video, but I kind of just want to throw some ideas out there. And like I said, you guys have any other teams that you guys use and score really high with, comment down below as well. But I'm gonna go back with the regen squad. I can't believe they actually got 2 Z tier characters that I be reusing all the time. Like, I'm livid. So I'm gonna just cancel this out, and then it's gonna go back with my regen squad. Yeah. So that's pretty much it with the video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know they dropped the TV plat. They dropped Dark Giblet, and then they Zenkai Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. So we guys know that Ultra, the GT is gonna be an Ultra GT. So I mean, Omega got his plat, so either G4 or Goku 4. I think it's gonna be Gogeta 4. And yeah, we'll wait until next week to see what gets revealed. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Been rough, and I'm out. Peace.